I call the honourable member for Hinkler.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer.
The honourable member for Granger will withdraw that remark. The slur that was made with regard to the Assistant Minister. He knows precisely what I mean.
Stanley. Oh. Stanley. Is that the?
Correct.
I withdraw.
The member for Hinkler will start his question again.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer.
And the time clock will go back.
Is the Treasurer aware that fruit and vegetable growers in Hinkler are continuing to receive $900 stimulus cheques for backpackers they employed years ago, who are no longer even in the country? What action is the government taking to end the waste and mismanagement of taxpayers' money?
I call the honourable Treasurer.
Well, thank you. And I know the member for Hinkler wasn't around when they were handing out $900 cheques, but they're still handing out $900 cheques. 5 years after the stimulus was called for, nearly 9 million $900 cheques went out, and they're still going out, and we're going to stop them. We're going to stop them. What a waste of money! What a waste of money! And of course, it was the member for Lilly who was the architect of that.
The member for Morton.
The member for Lilly is still here. He must be proud of that. I picked up on the weekend in a report from his favoured journalist, quoted.
The member for Wakefield will remove himself under Section 94A.
I picked up on the weekend that the member for Lilly is now writing a book. Quote, Mr Swan, who remains in the parliament, could have fooled me, has signed a book deal with publisher Allen & Unwin with the working title Australian Treasurer. Let go, Wayne, let go!
The Treasurer will resume his seat. The Manager for Opposition Business.
Standing Order 104A. There's no way this is directly relevant.
The Treasurer will address himself to the question as asked.
The architect of the $900 cheques, the member for Lilly, he sent 16,000 cheques to stimulate dead people. And he said $27,900 cheques to people overseas to stimulate the Australian economy. So that should be a breakout in the chapter on stimulus.
The Honourable Treasurer will resume his seat. The Manager of Opposition Business.
Madam Speaker, I understand that you asked the Treasurer to return to the question, and he hasn't changed tack at all.
He certainly is answering the question. It was asked about $900 cheques, and he is answering that question. I call the Honourable Treasurer.
Madam Speaker, I was asked about the waste, and I referred to an article from The Age, Tony Wright, when he said, and talkback callers proved a little more reckless with the money. Someone called Denise said she'd spend the cash on a new tattoo to match the Wolverine job she has on one foot. $900 cheque at work. But now I think in the book there has to be pictures. It can't be just a lift out about Denise, who the member for Lilly should track down. We need to have pictures. We need to have pictures, and I refer the Tweed Daily News.
The member for Melbourne Ports will desist.
I'd refer him to the pictorial. You've got to have pictures in a book, and I'm sure there'll be plenty in that book. And I'd ask him to take a photo of this. Mr Cullen, who took over a brothel named Number 33, formerly named The Sanctum at the start of the year, even ran cheeky newspaper advertisements about the stimulus package, encouraging people to get more bang for your buck. He said the economic downturn had certainly taken its toll on the industry. It's very quiet at the moment, Mr Cullen said. Thank God for the $900 cheques. The stimulus package helped a bit. Around the time the money started to come in, business picked up. The problem is it's taxpayers' money that went out. $900 cheques, borrowed money from the next generation that the member for Lilly and the Labor Party just splashed around without regard. Well, it's only the coalition that's going to stop the waste. It's only the coalition that's going to stop the mismanagement. What a disgrace from Labor.
I call the honourable